So Aileen said something very interesting in one of her interviews. She said the police were watching her the whole time the murders were taking place. She knew she was being observed. So much, in fact, that she firmly believed that she was working with the police, killing certain men who the police wanted to get rid of anyway. I think she used the phrase, she was getting rid of the garbage on the street for the cops. Basically, they were grooming her to be a killer in an MK Ultra or mind control styled program. The first man she killed was a convicted rapist who attacked her. Quite possibly, Aileen and this convicted rapist were introduced by the agency's methods to link the two of them up and then observe the outcome. If I had to guess, after she killed this guy, she found money on him or stashed in his car somewhere and realized, or was led to realize, that she could make more money killing and robbing these men than prostituting herself to them. So while grooming Aileen, a hatred and distrust of men was instilled in her. Aileen was introduced into situations where she began to murder men who propositioned her for sex. She used the money to support her and her passive-aggressive handler, who played the act of an innocent and vulnerable girlfriend, who encouraged her activities throughout the whole ordeal. Of course, Tyria was rewarded for her involvement in all of this by receiving no punishment whatsoever, while Aileen was put to death. So you can see that Tyria, take a look at her picture. She looks like every career CIA woman I've ever seen. She looks like she'll fit right into the Vatican. You know, I was flipping through a magazine and I came through a picture, and it was a group shot of a bunch of women standing in it was like 30 women standing there. And I said, hell, they look like the Vatican right there. What are these, a bunch of nuns? And do you know what it was? It was a group shot from like a level 5 prison facility. It was a bunch of woman lifers in some level 5 institute. They looked identical to the Vatican, to the nuns of the Vatican, because the Vatican is nothing but a giant prison too. And if you compare the Vatican and the prison system, you will find more similarities than differences. Alright, the last few things I want to add is that once Aileen was locked up, she complained of being attacked by sonic weapons, and that was an intelligent thing to say. She said that whenever she was in her cell and she began to write letters or try to write down thoughts, they would turn up these sonic weapons and prevent her from thinking clearly or recording certain things. So they're programming her against putting this down in writing, putting whatever her thoughts are or whatever's important in writing. She also complained that the different COs, some of the COs were harassing her, fucking with her food and just being assholes in general. What else? Oh yeah, right before she was put to death, there was a CIA team that was put together, 2 fucking piglets out of the agency that came to her with some more false support. It was a guy and a lady, and they owned some horse ranch or something like that, and they wanted basically to adopt Aileen. They wanted to become the guardians of Aileen because in their benevolent, ultimate compassion, they wanted to adopt Aileen because she didn't have a proper upbringing. You're a bunch of fucking fakers and you're a bunch of scumbags. Alright? They wanted to become her guardian so they could control the copyright, the copyright rights to her story, this, that, and everything. It's more agency handlers. These people are scum.